It is a team with the 100% record in terms of wins up against the team with the 100% record in terms of wins or losses, I should say. So the referee just making sure that everything is in place before he blows the first half and the way. And so we're off and running. It is Elite Gunmen playing from right to left and Mersey defending from left to right and attacking the goal to the right hand side. And already Elite Gunmen trying to attack very early on. Mersey win possession back. Now has been picked up by Kelvin Kofi. Nil win. Based on that, they have a 100% record in the group stage, 2 wins out of 2. They're looking to make it 3 wins out of 2 in this particular game. But for Elite Gunmen, well, they've not really been impressive so far. They've had a couple of standout players. The captain is one of them, Silas Beja. Silas Geja. He got on the score sheet last time out. Being played out from the back. When I was up in the passing outlet, Mersey Maulers just lose the ball with Abdul Razak in the number 12. Captain William Kwesi he looked to double his tally in the competition so far. He has just a single goal to his name.
You know, the interesting thing about William Kwesi is
Lovely
that
move there by Silas. Now he's trying to unleash William. Too much oomph behind the pass.
So I was saying the interesting thing about William Kwesi is that when he started, he didn't score, and he was replaced by Emmanuel Yanga, who scored. Then Emmanuel started the second game, he didn't score. William Kwesi replaced him and he scored. So what's the odds on Emmanuel coming to replace him and scoring?
Now William on the attack down the right hand side. It's been cut out by Joseph on number 13 shirt, and he wriggles away from the press from William, the captain. It was a bit cold around the venue, and I'm sure the players will be feeling the heat, but I'm not sure they'll be feeling it too much as they'll be running around. 3 minutes of the action already.
haven't seen that in a while. A foul throw. It used to happen a lot in high school games.
Godfrey. Runs out the field. Nicholas, probably still can't quite get past Silas. There's one back by Aziz, pressing to the right hand side, looking for Kelvin Butchie. He's been cut out. But you do feel as though Mersey side will not attack this game with that kind of a deadly instinct to approach, knowing very well that they already have 1 foot in the final. In fact, maybe even 2 foot in the final.
Yes, it's always very difficult to really assess teams who have already secured qualification because you can't tell the level of seriousness and touch. But I would assume that they would want to first off win this game. They would want to keep their record going. They would want to, most importantly, use it as a preparation for that big test tomorrow against Red Legion.
Well, I spoke to the referees before they headed out onto the field and I asked them why do they seem to lift the flag up almost immediately with every move. And they said a lot of the teams are employing the high line tactic. Would you agree with them?
Yeah, I think maybe it's the Barcelona effect.
But not every team can play like a Barcelona or like Barcelona.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you're usually playing the high line, you need to apply the press up front. You can't give midfielders this much room to play passes and leave your line very high. It's a recipe for disaster.
And that was a good tackle in there by Nibote, number 16 for the elite gunmen. Had he not made that clearance, you do feel as though he could have been punished for that. From that pass. If you're listening to us, you're listening to us on the Athletic Agency Sports Network.
Wow, 2 foul throws. That's ridiculous. 2 foul throws in the game. 1 each. Hadn't seen 1 in years and now I've seen 2 in 5 minutes.
No, I think you're asking for it. And Aziz, and back with Aziz, sends it to the penalty area. And again the flag goes up. The amount of offside calls in this game has been immeasurable, and that's a wonderful pass looking for Kelvin Kofi Bobby. Yes! Well, to my surprise and to everyone's surprise, it is elite gunmen who've opened the scoring.
That was counter-attacking football at its best. They needed just about 5 touches from an offside in their own half straight into the penalty box of Mersey Maulers, and surprisingly, it's elite gunmen who have taken the lead.
And against the run of play too, they were defending for their lives, and it was Kelvin Kofi Bobby who side-footed it past the goalkeeper into the top corner, top class from Kelvin Kofi Bobby. In the meantime, Maulers trying to respond almost immediately. A goal denying touch from the goalkeeper. Will be a corner. Captain William to take. Cross comes in from William. Headed up, plucked out of mid-air. And there's a scrappy play in the end, but the referee spots a foul on the goalkeeper.
I think that was the right call from the referee.
Yeah, the goalkeeper is trying to that one was impeded in the process as the elite gunmen go on the attack once more. Down the left hand side with the foot two. Roberts turns inside and the pass into his teammates. The goal scorer Kelvin was a bit too heavy, and now they've unleashed William down the right hand side. The captain, number 16, is making a run into the penalty area. Nino take the cross from number 3 into the goalkeeper's mid-rip, and he's dropped it, he's peeled it, and he's punished. A goal by Garasante. Well, a goal that's comical in nature, and Edward Asari, the goalkeeper, with the howler.
And this is first start.
Oh, Garasante was on the bench in the previous 2 games. It's his first time starting. And
I hear he's the lightest and shortest player here.
wow.
Maybe that helped with the reaction time. Because once goalkeeper Dodasari dropped the ball, it was Asante who was first to react.
Oh, small boy, big dreams. And the lead gunman on the attack again. Snapped out. And now William on the chase. Darting down the right hand side. Runs into traffic, does well to evade the press and going all the way. And is booted away just around the byline for a corner kick. And this game has started quite nicely in the first 10 minutes. Where we've seen 2 goals.
It's almost like Mersey Maulers are now waking up. Started a bit slow, conceded. But it's looking as if they switched their gears and not tired. Abuaji has looked like a really good outlet for the table toppers.
Of course, that comes in on a volley. Is over the woodwork. Elite Gunman playing out from the back. Elite Gunman, and it's brought away by Moses Ameuga. Sends it upfield looking for Silas. He does find him. Keeps it in play. What's he going to do? Oh, and he's brought down. And he's brought down by Daddy Goffred.
That was a wonderful piece of skill. Yeah, yellow card.
A yellow card for good measure shown to Daddy Gottfried. The first to enter the referee's book in this game. Shot from distance is charged down. And William, the outlets, again, once again on the ball. The foot to Roberts comes away with it. For Elite Gunmen across into the penalty area, looking for Kelvin Nebrobe, the goal scorer. And And it's headed away only as far as the number 10. He was lining up a strike. A lovely dummy in the end. But it comes back out to the elite gunmen around the edge of the center circle. William dropping deep to help tidy things out at the back. Now back with William. William again. Picked up by Abdul Razak and he loses possession to Robert Ifutu. And he sends Kofi Bobby on the chase. Interception there by someone watch it. We're approaching the midway point of the first half. It's 1-1 between elite Gunmen and Mersey Maulers. It's been a much improving performance from Elite Gunmen, albeit the fact that they have not really picked up any 3 points in the bag. But then again, against the Blue Titans, they showed a bit of conviction to, even though they suffered and they were on the receiving end of the scoreline by 4 goals to 3. They came out quite strong and they're doing so in this game against the table toppers. Another foul throw. There's been 3 foul throws in this particular game so far.
I'm unusual even.
It looks very old. Played upfield. Kofi Bobby was going to chase that one. It's booted away in the end by someone watching. A bit of head tennis ongoing out in the field. Another throw in.
They've managed to travel about 100 yards with throw-ins. 4 different throw-ins. And now they have a chance to go into the box of Mersey Maulers with another throw.
And it's sent in by Joseph Ajete. High. Force was Silas now. He was trying to turn him towards goal and booted outfield, and he needs to get rid of that one. It comes out to Garasante and he's set on leash. Rashford AJ. And the goalkeeper Owusu Brempong came out in time to make the save. 12 minutes to go in the first half. Cut out. And now Mersey on the attack. Garasante, the goal scorer, quite very diminutive out on the field. He's being bullied and bundled off the ball. And now Gunmen in front of the penalty area, runs into traffic, only as fast. Sellers will shoot from distance, and it wasn't dipping in time to fizz into the back of the net.
He's trying to make it 2 out of 2. Scored a nice goal in the last game against Blue Titans. However, it wasn't enough.
Well, just so you know, the competition is being backed in an extent, or to some extent, by science, as the players are playing with trackers and they are taking note of the distance, speed of the players, the amount of running and heart rates. Football has come a long way, and all these technologies culminating to identifying the strengths and weaknesses of the players out on the field. And it's not just here that is employed, around the world, even in the video game development. Science plays a huge hand in our football these days. Ifutu Roberts finds his captain Silas, who lifts his head, is trying to swing in a crossfield pass, and the goalkeeper Edo Dasari makes the save nicely, and now Ransford just loses out. Goes past one, goes past two, he's brought down. Now the referee will bring the play back in favor of Alvin Butchie.
Yeah, the ref was a bit hesitant there. I must say I'm surprised with the level of Mersey Maulers as things do stand. Gunmen have been the whooping boys in the group. Lost 5-1 and 4-3. I thought for a team like Mersey Maulers, who have won their first 2 games, this would be a walk in the park for them. But it's not just 1-1, but they've actually struggled to impose themselves in the game.
So a chance that is nicked in the butt. It's a wayward pass of which William does well to keep it in play, but then again the flag on the near side goes up.
You remember I told you about number 11, that's Robert Afutu. Today about how good he can be once they get him on the ball. He's seen a lot of the ball in this match, and you can just see his quality there.
Oh, lovely work done by Joseph Aditi, turns in across and is headed away by the resilient defense. And now Ransford on the attack. And in the end, a well-stationed Moses Amoga cast that one out. We're looking for Kevin Broby. A switch of flanks. And in the end, the pass was just too heavy. Nine minutes to go.
It's been all elite gunmen so far, especially after the equalizer. It's another shot. Great save there by the goalkeeper. We have the gunmen trying to get into the lead before the halftime. About 7 more minutes left to the referee whistles for the end of the first half there. The Futu dropping deep, controlling the tempo of the game. The lead gunmen are just controlling everything at the moment. Mersey Maulers, who've already won their first 2 games and are in the final, are really struggling to impose themselves here. Their head coach would be looking forward to the halftime whistle just to galvanize and rejuvenate the team. Remember, a draw is enough to see them finish top, as that would keep them at 7 points. However, with how things are going, it looks less likely, as a lead gunman keep on creating the better opportunities.
So it's a back to front pass. The goalkeeper off his line to head it away. And that one draws an applause from his teammates on the bench. A foot to kill Roberts. Turns inside, finds Silas. He was trying to flick it on for a foot two. He turns inside towards the goal. He's still going and he shoots with his right. And had that one got in, it would have been special from Efutu.
I just want you to remember I told you about Efutu. The more he touches the ball, the more his confidence comes, and you can just see he looks unstoppable at this moment, shooting with his weaker foot from outside the box. The players of Mersey Maulers cannot even touch him. He's been on another level in this first half.
Unplayable and looking threatening on the attack for his team. Meantime, it will be a goal kick. Goalkeeper Edward Asare plays a shot into a teammate. Someone watch it, supported by Roland Allen. And they play their way out from the back. That's where someone watch it all the way towards the center circle. So with the halfway line. Touring. Rolling into the feet of.
That looked like a foul to it. They've taken the tally to 4.
And now it's with Manokote, who got the solitary goal in their game against Red Legion in the opening game. Here's Roberts, sends it to Silas. Number 7, Silas, looking like a mercurial player. Now Kevin Robbie on the attack. Plays it in field and is booted away by the defense. Comes back out to Joseph. Into a foot to now Joseph. He might swing in across, he might play it short. Chooses to dribble. Joseph approaching the byline. And I want to usher it out for a corner.
I must say I'm very, very surprised. I never thought Elite Gunmen had this in them when they lost 5-1 in that opening game against Red Legion. They've showed real quality here against the team that are unbeaten so far in the competition.
Corner kick, meantime, of which Joseph Ajete would send in an in-swinger, and the goalkeeper assets himself in that situation. There's a bit of a stretch in there for Caleb Doe. Now Elite Gunmen is cleared away. Silas is trying to flick it on with his head. Joseph turns inside. Cut out. And William can't quite keep himself as an outlet. And now Joseph sprinting down the left hand side. On he goes, Joseph into the feet of Silas, who go with a curler. And he was always leaning back in that attempt.
Wow. Mersey Maulers can't even get out of their own half. And I'm sure they cannot wait for the halftime whistle, which should be in just over a minute time. thankfully for them, it's still 1-1. This was the opportunity from Silas. If it was just a few inches lower, could have asked some real questions of the goalkeeper there. Had enough power. It was just more about precision.
And William in a tussle against Joseph again. And it's still Joseph. Still Joseph. And they lose custody of the ball. Joseph does well to win it back. Kelvin Broby looking for Roberts. Finds Roberts. Charging towards goal. Turns inside with Robert with the shot and hits it into a white shirt. And now Gad Asante, who's playing as a left winger, gets a small feel of the ball. Back to Gad Asante, the goal scorer for Mersey Maulers. And that is a referee's whistle. It's the end of the first half here at the University of Ghana Stadium. The goal came in early from Kelvin Broby for the Elite Gunmen. And next to no time, parity was restored, courtesy of a goal from, in quotes, the smallest man out on the field. The smallest man has made a huge difference with the equalizer from Gad Asante. So at the halftime break, it's Mersey Maulers 1, Elite Gunmen 1.
I don't think anyone saw this coming.
Welcome back to the second half. And the action is already underway between Elite Gunmen and Mersey Maulers. The scoreline is currently 1-1. It's the last group stage game for the two teams to take on each other in the final. Red Legion and Mersey Maulers do battle tomorrow. That is to come tomorrow.
From what we've seen, Mersey Maulers do have a lot of improving to do. If they are to match the force of Red Legion.
Maybe this game they are playing with in gear 4, maybe gear 3, and not in gear 5 because, again, like you said, it's difficult to assess teams that have already qualified for a final.
Yeah, but I just think, regardless of the situation, Elite Gunmen have been beaten by everyone in the group. And so it's not even about the scoreline, it's just about how things have been set up. Elite Gunmen cannot be dominating majority of the game to the extent that the Mersey Maulers cannot even come out of their own half. And interestingly, the second half has taken a similar pattern.
And you do get a sense that Red Legion will be looking on, trying to see if there's any holes and chinks in the armor they could look to exploit in the next game.
Most definitely. I wouldn't be surprised to see their coach watching this.
On the attack. Caleb Doe. He hooks one upfield looking for Gad Asante. Gad is being marshaled. Will be a corner. Cross comes in and headed down and tipped over the woodwork by the goalkeeper. A double save from the goalkeeper. Will be another corner. Comes in again and headed down. There was a high boot in there. It'll be a goal kick.
It's a welcome goal kick. A very familiar phrase in Ghanaian commentary diction. I wonder what it means. How many times can one person be welcome? No limitations when it comes to sports.
Meantime, Kelvin Bobby keeps it in play down the far side, the right hand side of Elite Gunmen's half, but then again we track back and mop things up at the back. Cross-foot pass, looking for Gara Sante, taking it nicely into a stride. Alongside him is Abdul Razak Mohammed, linking up nicely with Gara Sante, and he's been taken by Silas. And Gara Sante, that's well too. Winning back, that's a tenacity for you. And now Caleb Do. Silas looks up and he sends in a cross. And nobody at the far post to make contact and attack that cross. 6 minutes gone in the first half.
It's 1-1, but there's been a lack of intensity, especially in the second half. You can't fault the two teams so much. Not really much at stake with the finalists already settled in the competition.
Gara Sante trying to play Ransford through on goal. And the skill by Ransford doesn't quite pay off. He tries to win the ball back off Nibote, but he stood firm. Alvin Butchie back to Bote and he hoops it upfield. And there's a foul on Emmanuel Cote in the number 10 shirt. Very far out. The cross comes in. It's headed down and an acrobatic attempt from Emmanuel Cote.
That was a fairly decent attempt, given the circumstance.
So 2 changes. Alvin Butchie is being replaced by Daniel Nana Osei. And William, the captain, William Kwesi Abuaji, the captain of Mersey Maulers, is being taken off to be replaced by Leon Yaboy. And number 13.
Thank you, my boy.
A bit of tired legs already So the coach making changes in regards to that. Kelvin into the feet of Daniel, and now Silas was trying to clip it back into the feet of Daniel. There was a shout for a handball. Roberts wins it back for the Elite Gunmen. Lovely turn by Roberts. Number 17, and the flag goes up.
Roberts is a joy to watch. A real joy to watch. Whenever he touches the ball, you can expect the unexpected. Very silky. Robert Afutu.
"20 minutes to go." Into the edge of the penalty area, and this time around the goalkeeper, Edward Asare. Easy pickings for him. Gadasante tries to keep that one in play. Nibote sending across. It looks as though the intensity in the first half didn't quite trickle down into the second half, like you said.
Yeah.
Nibote stands over this throw in. Setting into the edge of the penalty area. It's not being cleared. And Leon Yaboy takes it upfield and far from the goalpost. Leon, the substitute. Back for Nicolas Beidou, trying to switch the play to the right hand side. And he couldn't outwit his marker. And now a chance for Elite Gunmen. And the pass wasn't quite. It was a poor pass in the end.
Yeah, neither team have really held their own in that second half so far. A lot of misplaced passes. The lack of cutting edge. Especially in the final third.
Wins a foul. It's a free kick for the Mersey Maulers. Someone watch it. The midfielder will send it. And that's a good ball. And it's cleared away in the end by Joseph. And now a chance maybe of which Roberts is leading the attack. He's playing to the feet of Daniel Osei. He's got two making their way into the penalty area. He holds it up down the right hand side. Daniel Osei, the substitute, cutting inside, goes past one. And the attempt on goal was lacking.
Well, he's claiming a corner, but I didn't see that. I thought it was a poorly hit shot. Never really looked comfortable hitting it with his weak foot, always rising. But once again, Elite Gunmen showing their prowess on the break. And it was that man again, Robert Afutu, showing his quality.
He's real quality, isn't he?
Very, very quality. Such a shame he's not going to be in the final.
Maybe Red Legion will sign him up.
Imagine adding him to this Red Legion team.
The Gunmen again on the attack, and now Daniel Osei will look to keep that one alive. Plays it back to Roberts. Cuts inside. A bit Messi-esque from him. And now Leon now turns to the right hand side. Press the pass right. He's found Ransford. And the pass back to Leon. And he couldn't beat the offside flag. I think Robert plays a bit like Messi, but let's come home and you can see Abdulaziz Issa.
Very much. Very much. You know, there's something peculiar about left-footed attacking players. Especially
And there's a low sense of gravity. They're able to play in tight spaces.
Yeah. You do have a sprinkler on.
Yeah, it looks as though the players are in for a shower.
We don't need more rain. We needed to rain goals.
And Daniel, he's been unleashed, and the tackle is executed by Robert Japon. There will be a change for Elite Gunmen.
4 of them.
Abdul Razak. And there will be 4 changes for Mersey as a quartet of players make their way onto the field. And there's a temporary pause in proceedings because of the sprinkler. As the substitutions are being made, 14 minutes to go in the second half. Daniel, low cross into the penalty area, is booted away only as far as Robert Efutu crossfield pass. Taken down quite nicely on the chest and on the volley. There's a side netting.
Is that a free kick?
It looks like the referee might just have pulled the play back for a foul on Emmanuel Cote. Will be a corner.
I don't see a foul in that.
Cross comes in, it's headed in, it's a glancing header, but the touch wasn't quite good enough to keep it on target. And Elite Gunmen, the attack continues. They just lose custody of the ball briefly. And now they regroup and clear their lines. Now Silas is playing all the way up, trying to help out in the attack. And the Futu is playing as that connect between the midfield and defense. Silas turning inside, plays into the feet of Cote. And the flag is up once more. $12 minutes to go. Could we see either one of these teams going into the lead? We know it's been all a league coming up until this point. All the way back to the goalkeeper, Edward Asare for Mersey. Taken up by Joseph. Brought down. And the pass to Emmanuel Kote was cut out. And Nibote with a clearance. Drops for Roberts. Lovely skill by Robert to flick it over his marker. I'm sure you ask him to come for his measurements tomorrow morning. Richmond saw the run of Wonder, and I wonder what could happen. Nibote is there. Nibote did his best to get rid of that pass.
He's done it time and time again. Being the last man to soup up everything.
Will be a goal kick with the player on the ground meantime. Emmanuel Kote, who's on occasion he's gone for the acrobatic, he's clutching his thigh. He might have just pulled something. And so it's a change. We are seeing the introduction of Ahmed Jr. come on to replace Aziz Ibrahim. So a fellow Muslim brother on for another. Silas, wonderful interception. He finds Daniel. The cut back into the feet of Silas, and the shot is charged down. Only just. There's a huge shout for a penalty. Roberts to keep this one alive. He was looking for Silas, and it's red wall and cut out by Emmanuel Ayamga. Five minutes to go, and it's intriguingly poised at 1-1 with the last knockings of the game. Can Elite Gunmen get the winner to at least know they left the competition registering a single win? Nibote had to get rid of that one. He felt the presence of the forward, and he felt his stumping stride just behind him. That was David Isifu, and it looks like he started the game from the bench, David Isifu, in this one.
Yeah, I'm sure maybe they're just trying to manage the load for the players. Isifu is definitely going to start the final tomorrow.
It'll be an interesting final. The cross comes in from Nicholas in team, and it's headed away in the end. Joseph with that challenge on Richmond, and it's still Richmond. Funny enough, he goes by the name of Lollipop. Joseph into his captain's feet. Silas, number 7, twisting and turning, runs into traffic. And looks to have picked up a knock on his face. Ayamga turns it back to his defender, and now Nicholas in team into David Isifu. He's seen the run of Wonder. He's got Leon ahead of him. He's also got Richmond ahead of him. He's pressing to the right hand side instead. Back to David Isifu, takes it down quite nicely, and in the end it's booted away by the defense. And Emmanuel Corte now goes to ground again, clutching that same thigh. He's been complaining of that knock. Three minutes to go to the final whistle to bring an end to the group stage affair before the ultimate showdown to come tomorrow. And maybe an attack for Roberts. And Edo Rasari off his line just in time with a last stage challenge to save that one. A crossfield pass looking for David Isifu. Picks up the ball down the left-hand side. In team is making the overlapping run. Can he go all by himself up against Nibote? The answer is no. Back to Emmanuel Yamga in the number 14 shirt. Being pressed by Daniel. Sent all the way back to Robert Japon. Ayamga outside for pass to Nicolas in team. Back to Ayamga. Turns to Nicolas. Ayamga again. Playing in that holding midfield role. Played upfield looking for Leon and David. And it's an awkward bounce. And the goalkeeper alert to the situation. Seconds remaining on the clock. Plus additional time still to come from the referee for the stoppages and delay, and the goalkeeper,
to the amusement of every fan here, kicks the ball straight to touch. I mentioned I'll be surprised if we see another goal in this game. I think the both teams here probably have accepted.
Yeah, satisfied with the result.
Yeah, 1 point is enough for Mersey Maulers to go top, and also for Elite Gunmen to at least leave the competition with a point.
And so Emmanuel Corte coming off to be replaced by Boateng Jr. The last knockings of the game. All eyes on the referee now as we've crossed the 60th minute mark. And you can just tell that if it ends with a draw, that 100% record would have been dashed. But then again, they would have been undefeated throughout the entirety of the group stage. Edo Dasari wearing the captain's armband for Mersey. Well, now that's a good pass looking for David Sifu up against Nibote. There's a tussle in there. Still David. And now he's brought down. Wanda will pick that one up, and Richmond Ado, he shoots, and he was trying to sneak that one in on the near post, but the goalkeeper had it covered. Not really the most productive outcome from that sequence of play.
We're inching closer to the final whistle. A result that wouldn't change too much of the dynamics of the competition.
Within the grand scheme of things. And so, that is it. The referee blows this one into the history books at the end of what has been an entertaining yet cagey affair between Mersey Maulers and the Elite Gunmen. But then again, it brings an end to the group stage. Match day 1 and match day 2 has ended. And so let me just run you through the action and how it panned out. From the match day 1, Red Legion kicked off with an impressive 5-1 demolition of the Elite Gunmen. That was their very first defeat and the first win for Red Legion. In the second game, Mersey Maulers got a 2-0 win over the Blue Titans. And then when the Red Legion took on Mersey Maulers, which is the final in the prequel or the dress rehearsal before the final, Mersey Maulers came out 1-0 victors, and we're just hoping to see if that will still be the outcome in the final. Will Mersey repeat the magic? Will Lightning strike twice, or will Red Legion get revenge? And then in match day 2, that's when the goals came for lead Gunmen against Blue Titans. They run away as 4-3 winners at Blue Titans. And then the Red Legion again, once again, getting 5 goals to their name up against the Blue Titans. And this one, Mersey Maulers versus Elite Gunmen, ends 1-1. And so far, so good. The Red Legion finished the group stage as the top goal scorers within the group stage.